everybody, I'm just going to get straight into making this really pretty princess hat, and I'm using yellow for the main hat and pink for the crown. I'm using a 4.5mm hook, and you will need a pair of scissors. Okay. To start off your hat, I'm going to do a magic ring like that, and into the magic ring, after chaining one, I'm going to put 10 half double crochets. So if you need to know how to do any of the stitches, there is a link to a tutorial on how to do all the crochet stitches. And I'm going to be using half double crochet throughout this project until we get to the crown. And 10, and just pull that tight and slip stitch into the top of your first half double crochet in the round. Now for round 2, I'm going to chain one. I'm going to chain one at the beginning of every round, and I'm going to put 2 half double crochets into each stitch. So we're just increasing from 10 half double crochets to 20 half double crochets. And coming to my last half double crochet in that round, and slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet of the round. I'm going to continue increasing until we hit 60 stitches. So for round 3, chain 1, and you're going to do 2 half double crochets in the first stitch and 1 in the next stitch. 2 half double crochets in the next stitch and 1 in the next stitch. And you're going to repeat that pattern right the way around. So 2 and 1. And you should have 30 half double crochets in that round. And you slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet of the round. And you're now on to round 4. Chain 1. And for this round, you're going to be doing 2 half double crochets in the first stitch and 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Again, 2 half double crochets in the next stitch and 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So really you're doing little groups of 4. So come to the end of this round, 39, and you should have 40 stitches in that round, and again slip stitch to the top. Now for the next round, you're going to chain 1, do 2 double crochets into the first stitch, and you're then going to do 2 half double crochets into the first stitch, and then you're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 2 and 3. So 2 half in the next stitch, half double crochets, and 1 half double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. 45, and I'm just on my last group of 5 stitches. So 2 half doubles in the 1 stitch and 1 half double in each of the next 3 stitches. And again slip stitch to the top of the first stitch in the round. Now we're on to our last round of increasing. So chain 1, and what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 half double crochets in the first stitch and 1 half double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. So that's 2 in that stitch, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 2 half double crochets in the next stitch and 1 half double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and again continue this pattern right round until you come to back to the beginning of the round. Okay, so we've come to our last stitch of this round, And at the end of this round, you should have 60 half double crochets. And that's all the increasing we're going to do for this hat. And now what you're going to do is you're just going to do, at the beginning of every round, chain 1 and do a half double crochet in each stitch around without increasing. So, and you're going to continue this until you get to the desired length of your hat before you are going to start your crown. And I will meet you back when we have that done. And now I'm going to join on the pink for the crown. So with a half double crochet, you should have 1 stitch here, 1 stitch here, 1 stitch here, and 1 stitch here. So you've kind of got three stitches, if you like. Yeah. So with my hat turned upside down, I am going to slip stitch into any of the stitches on the very back one. So not this one, not this one, but this one here. Like that. And I'm going to chain 1. And into that same stitch, I'm going to do a half double crochet. So this is with your hat facing upside down. So you're actually going back the opposite direction to the way that you were crocheting. And into each of the back loops, you're going to do 1 half double crochet in the round. So 60 half double crochets in the back loop of the half double crochet of the previous round. I have come to the end of the first round and I'm just going to slip stitch to the top. So basically you did that with the hat inside out. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to flip it round again, turn your hat in the right way, and you're just going to go back the opposite way. So what you do is you chain 1 and you're just going to do your half double crochet in the round until you have your crown the thickness that you want it, bottom of your crown. So like you were doing with these rounds here with the yellow wool, you're just doing 1 half double crochet in each stitch normally. And I'm going to do this for about 3 or 4 rows. Slip stitching to the top of the first stitch as per usual. I have come to the last stitch of my last round, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet of that round. And to anchor my wool in tightly, I chain 1, I cut the wool, and I pull the wool through. And then all that's left to do there is to weave that piece of wool in and out of your crown part. Now, your hat should start to look like this. So now we're going to do the points on the crown. So to do the points on the crown, I'm going to take this wool, and where you joined the pink wool to the yellow wool, you're going to take these stitches here. So those stitches, any of them on that round, and you're just going to pull your wool through and chain 1. Now for this round I'm just doing single crochet, and I am going to single crochet around the rim of the hat. Now actually, to make this easier, if you turn your hat inside out like this and just have your rim like that there. So your wool is joined here. So you've chained 1 and you're just going to do a single crochet into each stitch around. Now they might be difficult to see, and you try and do it as neatly as possible. So you're doing 1 single crochet on top of your crown into the half double crochet stitches. Do that the whole way around. With your hat turned inside out, it just makes it a little bit easier. and this bent back over the top of the hat. And you continue around. It doesn't really matter where you join the wool in. 59 and 60, and slip stitch to the top of the first single crochet of the round. So now I'm going to show you how to do the peaks on your crown. So you've done one single crochet in each stitch around, and I will put at the bottom of the screen the pattern for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to slip stitch in the first stitch. Into the next stitch you're going to do one single crochet. Into the next stitch you're going to do one half double crochet. Into the next stitch one double crochet. So you're kind of building up, and into the next stitch you're going to put 2 triple crochets into the same stitch. 1 and 2. Okay, now into the next stitch you're going to put 2 triple crochets, but you're going to put a bobble like this here in the middle of the 2 lots of triple crochets. So I'll show you what I mean. So what you do is you do your first triple crochet into the next stitch. 1, and then turn your work around, and into the top of the last stitch you're going to do a bobble stitch. Now, to do a bobble stitch, wrap your wool around your hook, insert it into the stitch, wrap your wool around your hook again and pull your wool up. 3 loops on your hook. Wrap it round again and put it through. Wrap it round and pull your work up. You should have 5 loops. Wrap your wool around again, put it through and pull your work up. You should at this stage have 7 loops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and do it one more time. Wrap your wool around your hook, insert it into the stitch and pull it up, and you should have 9 loops on your hook. And then what you do is you wrap your wool around your hook and pull it through all 9 loops. Whoops. Pull it through all 9 loops on your hook. And then do 1 single crochet on top, or a chain 1, should I say, a chain 1. And turn your work back around and back into the same stitch where you just did your triple crochet, do another triple crochet. Okay, and then you're going to work back down the other side. So do 1 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 half double in the next stitch, single in the next stitch, and a slip stitch. So I'll just show you one more time how to do that. So you slip stitch in the first stitch of your crown peak. Next stitch is a single crochet. Oops. Okay, hard to get in there. Single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, 2 triples into the same stitch, 1 and 2, your first triple of 2 into the next stitch, turn your work and do a bobble stitch into the top of that last stitch. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, pull your wool through all of the stitches and chain 1 on top. Turn your work back around and back into the same stitch, a triple crochet, and then work back down the side. So a double, a half double, a single and a slip stitch, and repeat that pattern of 10 stitches 4 more times around your crown. So I have my peaks finished. Now what you do is you're going to turn your hat back up the right way, back in the right way, and that's your crown done.